Dude, I full on haven't worn pants in weeks. I'm a fraud.
Have you forgotten how to wear pants?
Yeah.
Are you like
my skin doesn't feel right now. I know, and the only reason is no for free legs. That's my rule. I'll do anything for money except free legs.
What about free toes? Free
no,
like
anything really from the waist, from the neck down. Besides my arms, you got to pay for.
I mean, you've definitely gone out in like a belly t-shirt before. I've seen your belly button in the public.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wear the occasional crop top. I will wear the occasional crop top, but I don't know, that's for me, you know? That's for me. So I just let it fly. I don't know.
All right. I have something absolutely crazy that I want to talk to you about.
Tell me.
And I'm curious if you've heard about it. Because I think when I was younger, I listened to a podcast. I think it was Stuff You Should Know, or How Stuff Is... Stuff You Should Know.
How it's
right?
made.
No. Stuff You Should Know, definitely. Stuff You Should Know. They did an episode, I believe, like, about finding true love and smells and something, you know? And there was something about, like, how people are attracted to specific pheromones that makes, like, specific genes, or, like, specific genes so that you make the perfect baby.
Low cut.
Denim jeans.
Boot cut jeans are the key.
Oh, but it's something about, like, I like your sweat. Your sweat doesn't disgust me, but other men, if I walk into, like, a men's locker room...
How often are you going to walk into a men's locker room? What are you doing? Why are you in a men's locker room?
That's not what we're here to talk about.
Why? No, I think that's exactly what we're here to talk about. Why the fuck are you in a men's locker room?
To clean them. They're dirty places, and they need to be cleaned with a lady's hands.
All right. Pervert. Anyway.
Okay, men are stinky, but occasionally you find someone that you like and their stink is, like, bearable. It's bearable to you.
I've for sure, like, smelled people at the gym the 3 times I've ever gone to the gym. And I'm like,
Every single time?
Not every time. I'm just saying there's always, like, that one person that smells kind of good. Because you know how most people, when they sweat, they, like, smell like like a penny, you know? They smell
most
like
white people.
They smell like a penny, or, like, they smell like what's happening right now in our kitchen. But
what does that mean?
Dude, there's been a leftover thing of soup on the counter for, like, 4 days.
Fuck off. Those were from the potatoes I made last night.
No, I'm talking about the container of soup
that's
been on the counter for in the sun, in the direct light of the sun.
Because it's airtight and we've both been too afraid to open it and clean it out. I think we should just throw the whole Tupperware away.
It's gonna kill us if we open it.
Let's just throw the whole Tupperware away.
I think that's a good idea.
That's been decided.
You heard it here first, folks. We're throwing away the Tupperware.
So this is what we're talking about.
Right.
It's called vabbing. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's when a vagina holder inserts...
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. A vagina holder? That's like what Trump is. He's a vagina holder.
A vagina holder.
Hold him by the vagina.
FBI vagina body inspector.
VBI, you mean? Vagina? I have a vagina. My vagina is...
Vabbing. People are wearing their pussy secretions how you wear perfume. So they're putting 2 fingers inside of themselves and dabbing their, like, discharge behind their ears and on their wrists to attract the perfect mate. And apparently, and it's like this whole thing on TikTok right now, apparently people are like doing this and random men are just walking up to them with like things that they buy them because they just smell so amazing.
I get it.
Yeah?
I'm with it.
You're with that?
To be honest, I don't think that's a terrible idea at all. Like, I love the smell of pussy. I love it. I think it's great.
I would...
Except that one time.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted to ask you about that one time with that one person.
That one time you just stuck your fingers up my nose.
No, not
like,
that story. The other story.
Oh, I'm not going to tell that story right now.
Why not?
Because it's you know what? It's not my story to tell. Because it's a little bit too personal. And the person it's about, if they ever hear this, oh my God.
Do you remember who it's about?
Yeah.
Do I know them?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, well, now it's like a thing. Now I gotta tell the story.
It's up to you.
Should I? I don't think I should. You know what? If you subscribe to the Patreon that we don't have yet, if you subscribe to the Patreon, maybe one day I'll hop on there and I'll tell this story. But for the time being, I think I should let it die.
Vabbing.
So let's see.
I haven't seen any of these TikToks, but let's go ahead and watch them together.
Mm-hmm.
Vabbing, the TikTok trend that says you should use vaginal juice as perfume, not discharge, but vaginal juice, which I think...
What's on the inside? Is that what vaginal
juice is?
Juice is? Is it just what's on the inside?
No, I think it's...
Like you squirt out a little juice?
Ew.
So you go... Pss, 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 pss.
And for those of you, again, who are not watching the video,
slightly.
Joey just, like, thrusted his... Yeah, whatever the fuck that is.
My pelvis. It's called pelvis.
So...
Vagina dabbing is vabbing. I get it.
Simply put, vagina dabbing. This is when you stick your lady fingers in between your lady lips and put your lady juice behind your lady ears so that people want to sex your lady box.
I hate that more than I hate what it is.
All right.
That's terrible. Okay, but like... Let's be honest.
This is an interesting video.
Let's be honest. She's hot. Right?
She is hot.
She's
she
hot.
doesn't need vabbing.
She doesn't need to vab.
Yeah.
It's completely unrelated. Like, it would be some guy being like, damn, this bitch stinky, but she is sexy. You know what I mean? Like, it could be that. It could just be like he's like, hi, you wanna go out sometime? Like, it doesn't necessarily correlate that the vabbing is what made people attracted to her.
You know what's fucked up? When I think of, like, unattractive people, I think of stinky genitals.
Really?
Yeah. I never think, like, unattractive people or people that I don't find attractive have, like, nice-smelling genitals.
So then, what are you doing with me? Got the stinkiest fucking dick this side of the Mississippi.
Well, I didn't say it. You do. You definitely do have the stinkiest dick.
All right, let's not put that out there for everyone. No.
But you're very, very, very attractive, so.
No, I'm not. Shut up. I look like a foot.
And,
a sexy foot that you want to suck the toes off.
And sad news. Not about vabbing.
Uh-huh.
Polly.
Uh-huh.
From Sopranos.
Oh, yeah. Tony Sirico.
Oh. I thought it was Cesario.
Cesario?
Yeah.
Suspiria. No.
Super Cesario.
Tony Sirico, dude, rest in power to an OG. I love him because he was actually like he was a mobster. He was a real mobster.
You know, he was a veteran.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
And-
until, like, today.
And he was in The Godfather Part 2, I think.
Really?
For like a minute. Yeah. Dude, he was the man. Like, he basically just, like, played himself on The Sopranos.
Too good for this world.
Which is crazy, because, like, that's just such a great character. Like, you would have to, like, I think most people would assume, oh, they wrote the character, this certain kind of way. Nope, that was all him. Like, he came in there and just was like, I can't do an impression of him at all. I'm not even gonna try. But
I wonder if he really had that kind of relationship with his mom. Like, if he was truly a mama's boy.
I mean, he's Italian, so I would have to assume yes.
Wow. So all Italians have moms now,
Okay,
huh?
if that's racism, if that's racist, it's a good kind of racism.
All Mexicans love their mothers.
That's true. I love my mom very much.
I also love your mom.
She's awesome.
All Mexicans love your mom.
All Mexicans. Whoa. What are you trying to say? You trying to say she's a whore? You trying to say she's a slut? What are you trying to say about
I don't
my
know.
mom?
Do you think your mom babs? I'm so sorry.
Oh, God, thank God I have therapy on Thursday. Fuck,
I
dude.
literally can see you breaking a sweat right
I'm
now.
literally
all of a
sweating
sudden.
at the fucking thought of that information being true.
Your hair is sticking to your forehead.
Yeah. Oof. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just
Why
me?
are you getting so hot thinking about your mom vabbing is the real question.
Because I'm having a panic attack right now.
Man,
Fuck.
oh man.
You think your mom vabs?
I don't know.
In-
She's a
in-
bunch of dust
in
in
hell?
my fucking... In hell?
Yeah.
You think my mom's in hell? Well, my mom is currently a bag of dust in my underwear drawer. Because she's dead and also cremated.
Oof. I think I might have accidentally snorted her, thinking it was your cocaine that you have hidden away.
I do not.
You did.
I do not.
Oh my God, but you did.
At some point in my life,
You-
I've definitely had coke.
You found like half a gram in like your sock drawer, and then you fucking put it in your mouth and you cleaned the whole house.
I packed the whole house. To be fair,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
This was like 2 years ago, I guess,
Yeah.
or like a year and a half ago. My dog, who's currently sitting right here, happy and healthy, he got cancer, and he had to get his leg chopped off, and I was also moving across the
We ate
country. We were moving across the country, but like with no money and no plans to move across the country. We were just like, let's move to New York. And then we did it, but then he got cancer and I had to get his leg removed, all within like the span of like one of the most difficult weeks ever. And I went back by myself to pack up my apartment and get my dog and get my dog's leg removed. And while I was packing up our apartment, I happened to find some coke. And I no longer do coke and didn't at the time then either. But I found some coke and I needed to pack up my scary ass apartment, so yeah, it came in handy.
You think that if the cops heard this, they would be like, "We gotta get her. We gotta get her."
About
right
half a gram of fish scale that I found. That
now.
was
Fish scale.
yeah, that was some good fucking coke. It was good.
Fucking officers. It was good. Is that your official statement, ma'am? It was good.
It was that good shit. That shit was shiny. And I used a tampon straw to snort it up.
Now I'm sweating for a fucking whole other reason. I want to fucking do a line right now. Jesus.
I do not do any drugs, though. I don't do anything, really. I don't even
Unfortunate.
smoke that marijuana.
Ugh.
That Mary Jane.
Oh my God. I wish you did. I wish you smoked with me. Because okay. For the last, I'm going to say year and a half, every time I smoke weed, I have a panic attack. but I can't.
That's not funny. I'm sorry.
No, it's hilarious because I can't stop. I'm just like, okay, this time it'll be different. This time it'll be different. And every time I end up on the couch, just like, like I'm gonna die right here.
So
right
do you
now.
want me to smoke so that we can have panic attacks together? Or like, what are you going for
No,
there?
Because the few times, the handful of times that you have smoked with me, it has been the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Because I'm having a panic attack and you're just I thinking of all the different ways I should kill myself in that moment.
I don't. That's entirely something that's in, like, you have created in your mind when you're high. The only thing I do is I look over at you and you look at me and you laugh like I'm gonna kill you, and you're trying to like figure out a way to stall.
Hence why I don't smoke, because that is exactly what's happening. I think there was like one of the last times and I accidentally got high. I ate a Delta 8 gummy thinking that it was like gonna be like CBD, you know, it was gonna help the muscle pain or whatever. And I got fucking blasted with this dude, Joey being this dude. And I farted in front of Joey thinking that, like, you know, I fart all the time. I have IBS. I'm constantly farting.
It never ends.
Like, you guys will definitely sign on to the fucking Patreon and I will fart freely on those episodes. I will.
Hear that, y'all? Free farts.
But not free, because support our Patreon that we don't have yet.
Free farts.
But Joey was like, wow, you're just gonna fart? And like for a good 45 minutes I was like, how could I fart in front of this person? It was so embarrassing. I never fart. Oh my god. It was horrific.
Dude, your farts are fucking nasty, dude. You lay out some fucking stinkers.
IBS, hot girls, tummy problems.
Dude, all hot girls have tummy problems.
I'm like saying I'm a hot girl. I'm fucking
I've
belly out. Just
dude, it's fucking dude. Rock it, rock that shit. Rock the tum tum. Every hot person, male, female, or in between, they got tummy problems. And the fact that I also have intense fucking what's it called?
tummy problems?
No. Specifically specifically acid reflux. Thank you.
Same.
Thank you. Acid reflux. Because of that, I'm like, oh shit, I'm a hot bitch. I'm a hot ass bitch who poops their pants.
We all poop our pants. All of us hotties poop in our pants.
You pooped your pants pretty recently.
When?
You don't remember? This was like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago I pooped my pants.
Yeah, you pooped your pants.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
When?
I remember you were like, I tried to fart and I pooped a little bit, and you ran to the bathroom.
That was
you after.
that was definitely not me.
Yes, it was.
No.
I'm not crazy. You
I
definitely
haven't
pooped your
shit my
pants.
pants since I got hit in the head with that ladder.
Yeah, last time I pissed myself, I got hit by a car. So actually, it's not your fault. It's not my fault.
Okay, but I had like a fucking concussion. I got hit in the head. I was working like back to back clopens. 3 clopens.
And you
Alright?
puked your pants, and then you pooped your pants, right?
Yeah, well, okay, so I went to the bathroom, and then, like, I was taking Adderall. I really needed the cash, so I was working 3 clopens in a row.
She's like, I don't take drugs.
I know, what the fuck?
I don't do drugs.
And then I was on Adderall. No, I mean, this was, like, a once-in-a-while kind of thing. I don't do drugs anymore. I really don't.
All right, get your ass.
But I was working 3 clopens back to back at a bar, at a coffee shop, and at like a fucking convention center, right? And I needed the cash, so I just took Adderall to be able to work nonstop. And I wasn't feeling well, so I tried to go and I ate a sandwich and it wasn't working. And then I took a sip of like beer kombucha, and I was like, oh, my tummy is gurgling. And I went and I sat on the toilet in one of these establishments I was working at, and I proceeded to diarrhea, but I was on a toilet, so it was fine. And then I just vomited into my pants in front of me, and I was like, fuck. So I threw my underwear away, kind of cleaned up my pants as well as I could, and then I went to my next fucking shift, and then I was working back at the place I shit at a couple hours later, and I was grabbing something from the back room, and the next thing you know, like a 12-foot ladder comes like falling down and hits me in the back of the head, and I like
back of the head?
Yeah.
It's a miracle that you are alive.
I passed out, dude. I like fully passed out, but I was in the back room, so nobody noticed. Like, did I even need to be working that shift and if no one noticed that I was gone for a minute? I don't know. Whatever. I like fully fucking passed out. And then when I got up, I like picked up the ladder and I was like, shit, all right, well, my shift's almost over. Let me just go back to work. And then I was like, did I just start my period? So I go to the bathroom and I'm like, I take down my pants to see what's up. Maybe like somebody made me extra wet. Nope. It's fully fucking diarrhea in my pants.
You didn't know that it was diarrhea?
No, it was like my ass was wet. I was like, either I'm ridiculously wet right now for some reason. I just started my period. Or like those were the two options in my head. But then I shit myself, and I had already thrown my underwear away from puking in my pants earlier that day. So I just, You're
like, this is it. I'm gonna pack it in now.
No, I finished my fucking shift, and I ran home and took a shower and then passed out. No, didn't pass out. I went to sleep this time.
And then you, surprisingly, against all odds, woke up the next day.
Yeah.
That should not have happened.
And then I signed a lease on a fucking horrific apartment that you and I moved into, like, the next day.
How many times have you been smacked in the head?
Countless. Yeah.
Too many to count.
Oh, yeah. Without, yeah. Every time I'm on a basketball court, I get hit in the head with a basketball.
Why do you keep returning to basketball courts?
I don't remember the last time I was on a fucking basketball court because of this exact thing. I don't know what it is, but I used to have nightmares because this isn't a story I want to tell.
Oh shit. Let's hear it.
No.
Tell it.
This is another drug story.
I don't do drugs.
I was a kid though. Like I was like a child. Alrighty, boys.
Yes.
Joey gave me that look. This should be a Patreon story, though. This is personal.
Alright, I mean, if you don't want to tell it now, but you have a promise to, like, that's what I did. I was like, I'm not going to tell it on this episode, but maybe on a Patreon-only episode, then I'll tell it.
Maybe this is just a future once I get to know you guys a little better.
Yeah,
I'll tell this episode.
We don't know who's going to listen to this or who's going to want to listen to this.
Because maybe the creepy teacher, in this
Is it that story?
Oh, you don't even know the story fully.
I don't? Oh, shit. I'm excited. Okay.
So,
you're going to have to
fucking subscribe and like this.
You're going to have to tell me once we're off the air. I really want to know this story.
All right. Once we're off the air.
I love a good creepy teacher story. You have a I don't know if you want to share this, but I'm going to say it anyway.
I don't know if you want to share this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it for you.
You have a little bit of a thing for teachers, right? Like,
I want to share this. I need all the teachers to know that I have a fucking thing for teachers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Good. All right. I'm happy to help. Jesus Christ, we're 25 minutes in and it's already been like secret. Anyway, so you have a thing for teachers, right?
Yeah, but not like...
Here's my question.
All right.
is there any chance it's because of all the creepy teachers in your life?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think
it's like a trauma thing.
I think I've had so many creepy teachers in my life that like tried to hit on me that when I finally did actually hit puberty, and then all the teachers were like, ew, she's like coming closer to of age, so she's no longer attractive. I was like, oh, tell me how to get an A on this paper without studying. I don't know what that was supposed to be, but definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure.
Or maybe it was the daddy issues that did it for me. But regardless.
Was he a teacher at some point?
No, but I mean, like, he was like, you know.
He was your teacher.
Ew. I don't know what the fuck that was supposed to mean, but I'm not about it. No, but like, you know, my dad was a role of authority in my life, and now all authority figures are like.
Fuck your dad, that's what you're saying. You heard it here, folks.
That was.
Nora wants to fuck her dad.
No, that is way fucking worse than me asking if you think your mom vabs. Alright?
Well, I don't think it's worse. I think it's on par.
No, I think it's much worse, especially because my father is dead to me.
Why did you sing that?
I don't know, because I feel like if I said it, it would have been like, therapy, get in there. But because I sang it, it was kind of like, all right, she's come to terms.
What? I don't think that's what that means. But okay. What happened to you and your therapist? What happened there?
What do you mean what happened there?
You stopped going.
Yeah, because I'm poor.
No, that's not the only reason.
I mean, there's like a handful of reasons, but it's mostly just because I can't afford appointments.
You should swig it right from the bottle.
No.
Ooh. Someone just slammed our door in the hallway.
Ooh. Did you guys hear Thor?
Ooh, he's not happy right now. Hey,
you're fine.
It's okay.
Because if you get up, you will knock over one of four tripods.
Four? Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The tiny one, yeah.
We have 4 tripods pointed at us right now.
It might not seem like it because this shit is janky as fuck, but we actually have quite a setup here.
Here, pour some more wine in your glass.
All right.
Beautiful.
Enabling me.
I mean, I'm the one that has told all the drug stories. You have yet to tell one.
Oh, God, did you hear that?
I sure did. I fucking felt it and smelt it. And you know what they say?
Whoever smelt it, felt it.
And dealt it.
Delta. The Delta variant.
The Delta 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I thought we were going to go into a drum solo there. All right. Nora, what else did we?
Yeah, what's next on the list? What do we got to do? Let's hit all the points. Oh, wait. I kind of want to watch the rest of this.
You want to go back to the vabbing video?
I'm
all
curious.
right, let me screen record.
I want to see what she's up to.
3, 2, 1.
Interesting video about a topic that I'm shocked I have not made a video about this yet, because I've actually been using this technique or researching it and discussing it for the past decade. But I guess the first time I ever officially put
That's
it
a
out there
long
was
time.
in my
That's a
new
very
book,
long
The
time
Game
to
of
be
Desire.
vabbing.
5
But also,
surprising
how
secrets to
old
getting
is
what
she?
you want,
'Cause
in which I worked with
she
6
looks like
women
she's
who
like
were
20.
struggling to make the kinds of connections they were proud of, and I worked with them to turn their love luck around. Through that, what we did is a lot of different experiments.
Was she
We tested
vabbing
out
at
different
10 years
ideas,
old?
No, she's
and
not
one
20,
of the things
but-
that we tested
How
out
old is she?
was using
Like 25 maybe?
your
No,
vaginal
I'm gonna
juices,
say
your vaginal fluid as
31.
perfume to draw people in. Now,
I don't know,
will not
she's
take
hot,
credit
though.
for
I'd-
this. This
I'd
is
tap
not
it.
my brainchild. As a matter of
Sorry,
fact,
I said
there's
that
actually a
live.
word
That's
dedicated to this
sexist.
practice, and that
Why?
word is vabbing. It is dabbing with your vaginal juices. And so in this
Why do they say
I went to
juice
so
and not
with 3
fucking
of the women, and we
discharge?
tested out
Or
vabbing to see if
secretion
it
or
actually
something.
worked. Now, Refinery 29
Dabbing
read
your
the book,
neck with
loved
your
it, and wanted to
vaginal
use an excerpt of the
secretions.
book,
Yeah.
and that was the
Ugh.
section they chose
I don't
to
like
use.
vaginal
Now, 2 days
juice.
after
I like
Refinery 29
discharge.
ran it,
Discharge?
a
That
bunch
sounds
of
like it's
other
not supposed to be
tabloids
happening,
picked
though.
up on the idea,
It's like,
and
oh,
then
he
it
has a-
kind of became this tiny little media circus So because I've never officially talked about it before,
All
Discharge.
let's
vaginas have
discuss
discharge.
the why
No, I know that.
behind
I just-
using your vaginal
I don't wanna
fluid
know.
as
PSA,
perfume.
all
Does it
vaginas
work?
have
Is it
discharge.
sanitary?
I don't. Yeah.
And
No. I mean. Okay.
should you try
yes.
it? The term pheromone is derived from the
All right,
Greek
this
word
is not.
pheron.
I'm no longer
I
interested
don't
in
care
this.
anymore.
But you know what I recently learned that I feel like we should be taught in schools.
What?
Do you know that newborn female babies, like babies with vaginas, they
Vaginas.
they sometimes have periods. They have like their first period.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Like a
when they're
kid?
newborns.
Newborns.
Yeah, because they have all the like estrogen or like, I don't know, pheromones, whatever. They have like the hormones from their mom.
Mm-hmm.
So then as soon as they're like brought in outside of the belly, they have their first period sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. Speaking of babies, have you ever seen a baby, like a newborn baby shit? Like the very first shit that comes out of a baby?
I don't think I've seen the first one, but I've seen like, you know, like a pretty early one. No.
No.
The first shit.
The very first shit.
What's happening in the first shit?
It is tar. It is black tar.
Well, I mean, they've been holding it for 9 months, so.
No, they're not holding it.
Do they shit in the womb?
I mean, that's like what the umbilical cord is. The umbilical cord gives them like oxygen and
So they shit
nutrients,
out
but
of
like,
their belly button?
well, I mean, they're not really getting rid of
I
anything.
think I'm pro-life now after hearing that.
No, but they're not shitting, but because they're not getting rid of anything. We shit because we're getting rid of stuff, like,
Yeah.
but babies, so they're not holding anything in.
So then why is it tar? What is it? What's the significance of it?
I don't know. It's disgusting. I just thought you'd want to know.
I don't. Why?
Do you want to see what it looks like?
No.
Right. Well, I think I'm gonna have to show you.
And
Alright.
on, meaning to excite.
Excite. Let's see. Baby's first shit. First poo poo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Black.
It's fucking tar.
Black tar.
You see that?
Heroin. It's black tar heroin.
Literally. Okay. Look at all this. Look at all this. Oh my god. This is disgusting. This is awful.
I don't. Yeah, that's fucking nasty, bro.
So, my cousin, when one of my cousins was firstborn, you know, I was at the hospital. My aunt had just given birth, and we were in the room, and it was like, all the nurses were like, oh, he shit himself, like, time to change the first diaper. And my uncle, my aunt's husband, was like, all right, time. And I was like watching. I don't fucking know. I had a bunch of younger siblings, currently. Like, diaper changing was not new to me or anything. But I remember, like, all the nurses making it such a big deal that, like, oh, it's the very first shit. It's the very first poo-poo. And he goes over to change the diaper, and it literally looked like, I don't know, it was just so scary for me to see. It was black tar. It was disgusting. Man, that's
I've never changed a diaper once in my life.
really.
Never.
You've been there when I've changed my niece's diapers before, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people change. I'm not like insane, but
I feel like at some point I've asked you to change her diaper before.
no,
No?
not once. I think I'm the last person on the list of people who should change her diaper. You know what I mean? Like, there's other people who are more qualified for that than I am.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like,
I wouldn't even know what to do. Honestly, I wouldn't. I would have no idea what to do.
that's crazy to me. I have changed countless diapers in my lifetime.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Yeah.
Just never happened.
I mean, and that's kind of the weird thing, right? That, like, I'm younger than you, you know, and I've changed countless diapers, and I don't think it's because of the amount of cousins that I have, like, younger cousins. I think it's just the fact that I'm a woman. I think, like, even as a child, I am higher on the list to change a child's diaper than their father is, because it's like, ew.
No, I completely agree. I think that was a big part of the reason why it never happened, was because I was like, you know, I was the boy in the family at the time, and I think part of it too is like they didn't trust me not to fuck it up somehow, you know?
I think you should elaborate on that.
Ooh, I don't know how, what do you mean? I would fuck it up somehow. I don't know what else there is to say.
All right. Yeah.
I'm confused. Why should I have like elaborated on that?
I don't know. I am now starting to feel like this conversation is pretty creepy.
Creepy?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Because I'm like thinking about like me being like a prepubescent child. And like them handing children to me to change their diaper instead of their father, because that like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I am now associating that with like some weird creepy shit that I didn't know was going on. And I'm thinking about like you as a teenager being asked to change your like cousin's diaper, I guess. That just never happened, and that's probably because they assumed. Creepy, or is it because of sexism? I don't know.
I don't think they thought I was gonna like molest a child. I don't think that was like the like, oh, you can't put him around a baby, dude. He'll fucking.
But that is why like people don't give kids to change their diapers, but like as a little girl, I was constantly handed kids to change their diapers.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, it's, it's not hard to be a man, really. But the one thing that is hard about it is, like, anytime you're, like, near a kid, they're just like, he's gonna fucking rape that child right now. Right now. He's gonna do it. And, I personally don't have any interest in that.
I personally don't.
I mean, I'm not gonna speak for anybody else, but I don't want to do that. So I think that as you get older as a man, it just becomes more of a problem.
Yeah.
I
mean, like, I went to the playground with my niece and one of my friends, who is my age and a man. And we went to the playground, and I'm pushing my niece on the swing. We're pushing her together, having a good grand old time, whatever. And some little girl walks up to us and asks my friend to put her in the swing because she can't do it herself. She's like a kid. And there's no parents around, like her. I don't know where the fuck her parents were, but she asks my friend to put her in the swing, and he's like, oh, and he kind of looks at me and then just like walks away. And I'm thinking, I don't want to touch this random child and get in trouble, like putting her in a swing. I don't know. I just like, I don't want to. And it didn't really cross through my mind. I was like, why did my friend just like ditch me? And then I come to him later, and he was just like, yeah, I'm like a random black dude in this playground with no kids. I cannot touch this little girl. And it just like, I don't know. I did eventually like pick her up to help her out. I was terrified, but I did it, and I faced no repercussions. But
you could steal a child and have no problems.
Yeah.
At all. There are men everywhere who are with their kids.
Who get in trouble because they're like, you are kidnapping a child right now. I know this is not your kid. I probably shouldn't be saying this on this podcast, but I'm going to go ahead and do it.
What?
Another time, I was with my niece, and we're at this park or like amusement park or whatever, and it's her dad's time to come and pick her up. He has her for the next couple of days, and I'm doing the handoff or whatever after hanging out at the park, and he's always late. Just fucking fuck up this guy.
Who this is. He's a piece of shit, but yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Fuck him. If he hears this, dude, fuck you, bro.
I don't think
fucking piece of shit, dude.
All right.
Fuck you.
Court's a thing.
What's he gonna do? Fucking sue me? for fucking saying the truth.
No, but his mom might.
Fuck her too.
All right.
And
Anyways,
fucking stupid.
we're at this
assholes.
we're at this playground park, amusement park type thing, and he I haven't seen him in months because I live out of town. I'm usually not the one doing handoffs or anything, and I see this like this dude that looks like a fucking junkie. All right, it's Arizona and it's hot as fuck out, and this guy's wearing like a hoodie and just like hasn't shaved in a million years and like is kind of like following us around the park, and I don't want to let my niece know that I'm creeped out or scared, so I'm like, hey Val, let's run over there, and like this guy keeps kind of following us, and then he eventually gets closer to us, and I'm like, oh my god, that's your dad. And I handed her off to him. I was like, oh look, it's your dad, like go say hi, not letting my niece know that like I think her dad is a piece of shit, whatever.
You should tell her. Just be honest. She knows.
She's a kid.
Dude, she knows. She's like fully aware he is a loser.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not gonna like if he can get his shit together to be a good dad for her, she deserves that.
He's had so much time. This is not a conversation we should be having in a public forum, but he's had so much time to get it together, and he just seems to get worse every year.
Yeah, you're right. This isn't a conversation we should have right now.
All right, what's next on the list?
What?
No, nothing.
So this is pretty crazy. I don't know if you've heard about this.
Tell me.
Arizona's governor has signed a law that restricts how the public can video police at a time when there's growing pressure across the U.S. for greater law enforcement transparency.
8 feet,
Fuck
right?
Doug Ducey.
8 feet away, right? That's how much you got to be.
I'm not sure, but I can double check.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, as somebody that spent the majority of my life, bless you, Thor. He sneezed. Did you hear that? Yeah.
No, I didn't hear.
He walked over there after he sneezed. He was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." As somebody that has spent the majority of my life in Arizona, I can definitely agree with the fact that we have the most dangerous, or one of the most what are we on the list, or what is Arizona on the list for the police department being like,
oh, it's number one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, I thought you were saying we have the most, well, not we, because we don't live in Arizona anymore, but that they have the most dangerous
police
governor.
Oh no,
because I was like, Florida would like to have a word with you.
No, I was saying they have the most dangerous police force. Do you remember that day when during COVID, when we were quarantined very, very hard?
Oh, the protests?
Well, I guess it was during all the protests, but it was during like all the lockdowns or something. And we like had decided maybe we should leave our fucking terrible apartment for a day and just go for a drive. We're not going to go anywhere.
Oh yeah.
And like 4 cops like blockaded our car, driving like in circles around our car on an open street. Not using blinkers, not using anything. It was the fucking scariest thing. I was like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, that was weird. That was definitely a weird experience, but it does not compare to the protests after the slaying of
George Floyd.
George Floyd, yeah. You know, there were protests across the country. There were in every state in the country. There was a protest. In Arizona, however, the cops cordoned off our entire neighborhood. Every way to get out was blocked, so we were stuck in there, right? Which was fine because I I didn't want to go anywhere to begin with. But
I think it's important to mention the neighborhood specifically that we lived in was like, we lived in downtown Phoenix, you know, like where everything's happening. But also our neighborhood is like entirely made up of the Hispanic community, and then what few black people live in Arizona also happen to live in that neighborhood. And then on top of that, all of the super white, like, gentrifier art, the people that were going to these protests and also posting photos of themselves online and other people.
And the black square. Let's not forget the black square. Embarrassing.
Oh.
Embarrassing.
Yeah,
shit.
all of the people that posted the black square also lived in that neighborhood.
Yeah, every single one.
So it was like a very, very like both poor and marginalized communities lived in this neighborhood, and then also all of the super rich white, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Liberal
yuppies.
live in this neighborhood that we were in. Anyways, I'm sorry, continue. Excuse me.
No, you're good. So that night after the protest, right, they just blocked off every street, every exit. You couldn't leave, and you couldn't come in. So that was pretty bad. But then, on top of that, they had cars driving through the streets, spraying fucking
tear gas.
Yeah. Just like a fire hose of tear gas through every block. That was fucking terrifying.
Not to mention, they were also just shooting everything. The cops were just shooting rubber bullets. Remember our friend?
Yeah.
Right? That's her name?
Yeah.
She even had her window broken from one of the...
We shouldn't say her name if
oh.
she doesn't want it.
We'll just bleep.
We'll just bleep that shit out.
Beep. Our friend, they had their car window broken.
Shot through, right?
Yeah. From a rubber fucking bullet. And dents in their car as well.
And then we went to a protest soon after that.
Gotta make sure that's on the pod.
We went to a protest pretty soon after that. Just so you guys know. We went to a protest pretty soon after that, and I remember seeing just like a line of cops with the fucking helmets and like the shield and like everything.
And all the drones.
And the
cops on top of them.
And then the snipers
on
top of the precinct. Dude, that shit was fucking crazy.
I've got to pee so bad.
Me too.
Alright. Can we just take a pause?
Yeah, we can pause.
Am I gonna cut the video?
Yeah, let's cut the video too.
Alright.
Pow. Alright, we're back. I just had to take a wicked piss.
Alright, and thank you again to our sponsors, Pee Pee and Poo Poo.
Pee Pee and Poo Poo? Couldn't do this without you guys.
I didn't poo poo though.
I thought you did.
I didn't get to.
You held it in?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
All for you, baby.
The things you do for love in this life.
So
what do you think happens after you die? What do you think?
Well, I will say one thing that I know for sure is that every time we talk about this, you have a panic attack.
I do. I'm very uncomfortable with the concept. Don't like it. Don't want to talk about it. It makes me...
Is your phone recording?
I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Is it? No, it's not, right? Okay, now we're live. Yeah, I don't like to talk about it, but that's, I think, maybe why I brought it up subconsciously, because I'm like, you know what? I got to face this fear, because it's going to happen, regardless of whether or not I want to. It's going to happen.
Unless.
No, because here's the thing. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't want to live forever. That sounds awful. There is definitely a time in my life where I'm going to, like, crave the void.
You haven't yet?
No.
Really?
No. Yeah, I mean, okay. I've been suicidal. Like, I've wanted to kill myself before, like right now. But but then I think about that as a true act of a thing I could do, and I'm immediately like, absolutely
So
not.
you've never attempted.
No. Yeah, no.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Good for you.
I've come really close. I've come like really close. Like I had the pills in my hand. I had the knife on my wrist.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a knife on your wrist?
Yeah.
Is that how you do it?
I was 15, 16.
I think we might have to take another break because the dog is yapping. So I think I'm going to go put him in the other room so you can't hear him yapping.
You're going to hear that shit from like outside.
What?
Him, that. He's loud.
All right. Let me see what this boy wants.
All right. I'm just gonna keep going without you.
What do you want?
So I never actually attempted it. I never went through with the attempt, but I definitely have like been at the gate of it before. That being said, I am absolutely horrified at the concept of death. I think it is super scary. I'm not afraid to be dead. That's not what I'm scared of. I'm afraid of dying. The process of it scares me. The transition from life into the void scares me because I know there's no afterlife. I know there's no God. I know that to be true. But, you know, and it's like, is it worth it? You know, is it worth it to live if with this knowledge, right? And I think yes. I think ultimately I would rather have existed than not, because I was in the void for billions and billions of years, right? But ultimately, it's like, it seems unfair. And I think what's unfair about it is that we don't live longer. If we lived longer, if we lived 200, 300 years, maybe at that point I'd be like, all right, you know, that's fair. That's a fair amount of time. But most people, they live, what, 60, 70, maybe 80 years at the fucking there's people who live much longer, but not happily. You get a good I would say you get a good 50 years. You get a good 60 years. Everything after that is shit. And then you die. I don't.
You okay over here?
Yeah. I'm just riffing. Like, I don't want to die, but I also don't want to become old. You know, I don't want to like just feel myself losing everything slowly.
And
like, if I could get shot in the head by like a shotgun and just have my head blown off and that's it, I think that'd be ideal. I think that'd be ideal, because then it's like one moment to the next, boom, you're done. You have no idea what happened. You're dead. It's okay. I don't want to get fucking death threats on fucking the first episode. Or
do you? Death threats. First episode.
Death threats.
I'm just gonna fucking bang your head right off
with a shotgun.
With a shotgun, like you asked for.
Dude, I'm literally asking for it.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't want it to happen now. I'm just saying, like, all right, I'm like 74. Let's say I'm like
right now you're 74?
No. I'm saying if I get to be 74 and I'm like in a bed all day, not doing nothing, just fucking like all day long. Yeah, take me out of my misery. Dude, just blow my head off.
I think what you're afraid of, honestly,
tell me,
is losing your lucidity.
Yeah.
I think you're afraid of just no longer being lucid.
Oh yeah.
The Swiss cheese brain that
two stuttering
COVID gives
people
you.
started a podcast. Two people who have a stutter started a podcast.
All right, I don't stutter that often. That's like
the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a joke. That's like the start of a set up to a bad joke.
Okay, wait a second. So the name of our podcast is Fifth Floor Walk Up.
Uh-huh.
Should it not be
Stuttering fucking bastards? Stuttering bastards, the show. We get to do that. We get to make fun of people who stutter. I think having a stutter is objectively hilarious. I'm sorry. It's so funny.
objectively?
It is so fucking funny that I know what I want to say and I just can't. I'm just unable sometimes. I think that's funny.
At least you find it funny.
Thank
I want to shoot myself in the face every time I stutter.
Really?
Especially because it's like I don't stutter constantly.
We're clipping like crazy.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't stutter constantly, but when I do, everyone's like, she stuttered. And I'm like, okay, I stutter often enough for you to not make fun of me. Especially, you know what?
What?
Fuck you, Mary. My sister, more than anybody, makes fun of me when I stutter.
Yeah, but she's supposed to.
I mean, yeah, that's why
job.
I'm saying fuck you, Mary, because again, she is my sister. So
That's her job, is to make you feel like you're nothing.
But goddamn,
But like in a nice way. I stutter the most when I say my name, which is unfortunate because anytime anyone asks me what my name is, like for any reason, they're like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Fuck you, dude."
When we first were getting an apartment in New York, or I think in New Jersey, I think that one apartment that we went to, like one of the very first ones, I think we actually didn't get that apartment because you have a stutter.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Because
I agree.
Every time the leasing agent would talk to you, you had a mask on, obviously. So it's not like he could see that you were trying to talk to him. And it was winter, so it was like more than just like a regular mask that covers from here to here. It was like covering your face, so you couldn't even see the eye movements that you were really making. So he asked you what your name was, and you were like, to him, he just saw.
I was
but really
mean mugging him. I was like,
you were like, Joseph.
He hated me. He did not like me one bit. I think that impression, I left with that one word. My name. Yeah. It ruined everything.
Excuse me. Still got that COVID cough.
I got that COVID brain fog, dude.
Will I ever get rid of it?
No.
No.
It's part of you now for months. Oh, yeah. Hi.
Well,
The
hi,
other
Charlie.
cat wants to come hang out.
Nope. I think we should just get a pet cam as well.
We should strap a camera to their heads and see what they see.
I mean, like, Thor, my dog, has been, like, laying in between the cams this entire time, just, like, rolling his head into this blanket here. Here, I'm gonna get a little shot here, and we can just fucking...
We can put it in post. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You're so cute and fat. I love you. Yes, he's a little chonker. You put the water back on?
I did.
I can hear it in my headphones.
I like it.
I don't think anyone else is going to, though.
You want to turn it back off?
No.
It was out of water, and they were all trying to drink water, so I was like, better turn this on rather than have them all walk
I'm comfy.
over there.
It's fine.
Is there anything else that you have today? Because I went through my list.
Really? Went through the whole list already?
Oh, there is one thing.
What?
What have I been working on all fucking week long?
Yes. We have a movie. We have a movie that we've been working on for almost a year now. We shot
Not
it.
about us. Don't worry.
No. Yeah, we're not that interesting. We
Clearly.
we shot a We shot a movie, a documentary, last September, right?
Yeah.
Last September.
Yep.
In the Florida Keys, about the Florida Keys,
In the Florida Keys.
and it's like a slice of life of people in the Florida Keys, and I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty cool, and we're gonna share that hopefully soon. I mean, at least
By
at least
September.
a trailer.
By
by
September,
September, yeah.
it will be done.
It'll be done, but I don't know if it's gonna be out yet because I'm gonna put it in some festivals hopefully, and maybe score a distribution deal and like make some money off of it or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but support our Patreon.
Support the Patreon
We
because
are
I
poor.
owe money to the people who paid for it. I owe them everything plus interest. So, yeah. It was not cheap. It wasn't expensive, but it wasn't cheap either.
I mean, it was a lot of money.
It was a lot for us because we're like baroquies, but it wasn't a lot in the grand scheme of like making a movie.
We live in New York City.
I need you to stop doing that.
Why?
How much did the movie cost? Like 30,000?
I don't think we should put that in the.
30,000?
But
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we should put that in the.
That's not that bad. That's pretty good.
You owe them
I
30,000.
owe them 30K.
Wow.
Yeah.
The internal panic attack that I am having currently.
As opposed to
External.
An external panic attack?
Yeah.
What is that when you like shit out fear?
No, that's like you've seen my external panic attacks. That's more like when I'm like, "Don't touch me!"
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
We're mentally ill too.
Medicated.
Medicated, but still mentally ill.
I'm medicated.
I'm medication. All right, I think we can end there. I think we should end there.
All right.
Catch us next week. We'll be talking about some other shit.
Thanks for tuning in to our first episode.
You can follow me on Twitter at Rosif Jodriguez, ROSEF JODRIGUEZ.
You can follow me on Twitter at Localant. That's LOCALAUNTT. There are 2 T's. And then also on Instagram, because that's where I'm actually active. At Nora Excelplora. That is NORAEXLPORA.
Do that. I'm not really on the Instagram too much.
But check out our YouTube, which is where hopefully you're watching this right now.
Watching me use a fucking fidget spinner.
Fifth Floor Walk Up.
Fifth Floor Walk Up.
And then we are hopefully on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
On the podcast app.
With Anchor.
On the Apple Podcast app, not Apple Music.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Just
Fifth Floor Walk Up. See you next week.
Peace.